I mean, I'll let you know if the Twitch stream dies, but that's about the extent of my
You know
helpfulness.
what? I'm not even sure if I care about Twitch or YouTube. Uh, let's see.
Just call you Odysseus.
Yeah. But hey everybody, if you're still watching or come back, here I am again with um, buddy Kohath up here.
Aloha.
I'm still trying to figure out buddy if Kohath up here. Ah! Okay, Twitch decided to start talking again. Why did I wish they would load in the video paused when you open the website.
It's too big of an ask.
I can understand it might be annoying from a viewer perspective, but screw the viewers.
You know what? Actually, I think as a consumer of a lot of digital media, that would drive me insane. I would be like, I'm done using this website.
Hey, it's still got your comment on the Twitch
Does it?
comments.
Boy, I can't see my comment.
Really? I see it.
That's wild. Just omniscient
Crazy.
dice bag.
I have special privileges. Okay, let's open up Odyssey again. Screw YouTube. I'm not even getting the link. It's too much to have a hassle. Okay, I appear to be live on Odyssey too.
Oh, I thought you just jinxed it there for a second. I was about to die of laughter.
Oh,
Yeah, the Twitch stream just was buffering for a second, and I was like, "Oh no."
there we go. Oh wait, turn my music off too. That was in a browser tab.
For some reason, I don't know if this is a new Discord thing, but now that I'm in the call, I can't actually hear any of my computer sounds.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of messing with my brain a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds kind of annoying. Alright. Here we go. Finally I can start drawing.
So what you drawing?
We're drawing a dude.
Good start.
I'm drawing this dude. Like I was saying before, drawing the third member of the Viridian Order. Oops, drawing on the wrong layer. Great way to start.
Well, I mean, there are worse ways to start.
Yeah, like the last time.
Oh goodness.
I'm afraid I'm not going to
So,
get a lot done on this stream now. Oh well.
I mean, you set yourself up for future success. Now,
Have I? How many times
I
have I
hope so.
streamed and I still have problems like this? I don't know if
Yeah, but like,
I don't think getting it right once is really indicative of the future.
well, I mean, the immediate future. Like, we're talking the next 5 minutes
Okay,
tops.
now we're talking.
So
Oh,
you've got like mage lady, you got like suave man. Who is this fella?
that is Julian.
what's Julian's deal?
Julian
When
is
do
kind of
we
like
call
a
him Caesar?
Caesar. Now, Julian is kind of like a cleric archetype, but in Creatures, where they don't really have the same kind of religion things as you might see in like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. He worships the grass in which he must touch.
He is a support spellcaster
Oh.
with melee training.
The thing about these characters that you put together that I kind of love is that they don't look like they have creatures. They look like they just beat up nature themselves. Like they look very well equipped.
Well, that's kind of the point. It's a weird thing trying to come up with characters for this game, honestly. Because it's like, what the heck are the archetypes? Do we go with Pokemon? Do we have swimmers? And school kids? I actually didn't intend to give humans weapons and stuff when I first started this game.
They would just all be creature reliant.
Yeah. But then I realized it's not fun for the players to just stand around in combat and watch the creatures do everything. It just led to a bunch of like, oh, it's my turn, I stay here.
I roll stealth. I stay away from the action.
I hide behind the bushes.
No, I definitely think that having your character be competent is pretty fun. It makes it feel a lot more tacticsy rather than just like turn-based. A lot more tactics like XCOM rather than Pokemon, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah. With the way the character building system's set up, you can also just make a character that's not really a combat person.
Right. I hide behind the bush.
Yeah, eventually, the goal was to have the player characters actually have like quite a few support options through like magic items and stuff. But when you're just starting out, it was like, yeah, you literally had nothing.
Mm.
You just stand there and watch your creatures fight and hope you don't get beat up.
I don't know if you had the capacity for it. I like the creatures are obviously the like most powerful like function of the game. But I
Right.
do love the idea of having your support creature buff you while you just go in fists of fury.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have any support creatures specifically. There's some classes that are more support.
Hmm. Like your Flowsy.
I wouldn't even say Flowsy is a support.
How'd you classify it?
Well, he's got self-healing from his photosynthesis class. And then, let's see. The flower class, it has a healing ability, but there's only one. I think other than that, it's actually kind of a damage class, I think. It's mixed. Flowsy is a very mixed creature.
Gotcha. Surprise, highest DPS in the game.
Now, Torkish is the glass cannon of the three.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know about the rest of the folks, but now that I am kind of in a settled position again, should be able to play a bit more.
That's cool. I have been very busy.
Hence the not streaming in a while.
Yeah.
Really, your computer's been mean today because it's jilted.
It the computer's had plenty of exercise, let me tell you. It just hasn't been streaming. Now, I've been actually looking into ways to do like solo play for RPGs, just so I can actually get some playtesting in.
What have you run across?
Basically a bunch of random tables, which I actually have quite a few of already.
Huh. What does that mean? What is a random table?
It's just like it's a table full of dice results and what it means. So I have, when I'm playing with you guys, I have a table full of creature encounters. So whenever you guys run into some creatures, I roll on the table, and whatever comes up is the creature you encounter.
Right? But
So
this
it's
specifically is like these are things you can roll to simulate other like players.
basically to simulate like a dungeon master, yeah.
I see.
So to
Oh, and
take,
you're the player.
yeah, basically like building a world on the fly.
Why don't you just type in creatures, AI, world, player, full game playtest into,
I'm sure it'll do just as
into.
well as it did on the creatures that I put in the AI art.
So what you're saying is spectacularly with no problems whatsoever.
I am kind of hoping that AI Dungeon will get better, because I would like to
That's the
use that as a
text-based one,
tool.
right?
Yeah, it's good for like getting ideas.
Hmm.
Well, when it actually functions. I don't think it would handle creatures very well, just because creatures is completely different.
Right. There
There,
aren't.
therein lies a lot
Okay.
of the problem with finding inspiration for creatures.
Now, if it was a Hogwarts fan fiction, you'd be set.
Yes. But yeah, when you have something like this, the limits of AI really show themselves.
Hmm. You just gotta crank the creativity meter up on that bad boy.
I don't know, they already are considered creative because they don't know what they're doing, and they just spit out things that the people would never think of, because usually things they spit out are bad ideas.
I guess right on a very technical level, they do create.
They recombine different things, and like you can claim that that's creative, but there's not really any internal quality control where they're like, you know what, this is a bad idea. Or there's never like, maybe if it was more like this, it would work out. There's no consideration for what they're actually making. They just put it out there. I think that's
Dude, I wish I was an AI. That sounds great. Imagine having so much confidence that it doesn't even matter. You're just like, oh yeah, this is perfect.
Oh yeah, like the tree guys I posted.
The absolutely unflawed tree men.
I like the one that's just like a George Floyd face stuck on a tree. I'm looking up those posts.
So am I. I gotta see them again.
Those were a while ago, dang it. I need to clean out some of the reminds I've been doing.
Let's see.
Honestly, though, I have to kind of appreciate what it spit out for global. It did give me what I was asking for. I think was a grumpy blob. The other two don't really look like anything.
I'm in hell. I'm in scrolling hell. Oh, like I can't photosynthesize, man. I hate it so much.
I don't even see that. Oh, there it is. The way they arrange these posts in the gallery mode is not fun.
It's not great. Gallery is scuffed. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not, and when it is there, it's a little bit suspect.
I have to wonder what the quote unquote thought process behind some of the AI art is.
In what capacity? Like the machine's thought, or like the
Like
person who designs the AI?
what elements did the machine pick and just say, yeah, we're gonna cram this together?
I hmm. I have to imagine that it has a lot to do with like taking keywords off of humans and then regurgitating those keywords
Oh,
that took off the humans from the images back to the images.
yeah, definitely. I'm just when I searched for like, or when I input like tree person, why did it give me that specific type of tree person? Literally just a tree with a face, a human
The
face
AI is
stuffed on it.
it's obviously like just excellent sense of humor. It's already outcompeted us in comedy.
Something don't look right there. It's a good thing work's been boring, otherwise I'd get nothing done.
I hear that. I hear that. I mean, there's always the alternative, which is work is not boring, but also you decided to sacrifice all your sleep.
Well, I have a tendency to do that anyways.
Would you say you have a tendency to wear your mind on your sleeve as well?
No.
Dang.
No, IRL, I'm quite introverted.
A streamer on the internet who also does art is an introvert?
You don't say, yeah. Some people don't believe it.
This is a live co-ed reaction.
He's shook. It is weird how you can just be different as soon as you're like sitting in a room by yourself.
What do you mean?
Like in real life, when I'm streaming, like I'll do funny voices and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never do that in real life.
Why not?
I don't know.
That's a little strange.
Just doesn't feel right.
Now I'm actually a little...
It's almost like I have a reputation to uphold as the quiet kid.
strange.
Also, I guess real life is full of normies too. Screw normies.
I mean, I wouldn't be that harsh on them. I don't know if they've really deserved it all that much.
Didn't actually give this guy boots or anything. I'm gonna have to come up with that on the fly.
Fly boots on the fly?
Fly boots. I know you're all into the footwear design, but not me.
So, I've been working on like a footwear tier list, right, for characters. and
You're such a woman.
I think number one is you gotta go with like giant chunky shoes. They're great. They're excellent. You no longer have to worry about the foot underneath because they're just wearing a fashionable brick. Thing number two, like anything that goes up to the thigh and has giant cuffs on it. That's also like top tier because you get like good leg shape, but also a little bit of flair. Maybe you have to worry about the foot underneath at the bottom of like the giant boot, but like whatever, it's no big deal. Trash tier is sandals. Sandals suck.
Why does sandals suck? Is that because you have to draw the foot with them?
Yeah, you get all the negatives of drawing a shoe and all the negatives of drawing a foot. It's lose-lose.
I understand.
I've thought long and hard about this footwear conundrum.
Did not expect that to go where it did, but content is content.
Look, I've drawn a lot of feet, just generally, not for like devious reasons, but just because like they're nice, they're fun. Which sounds weird, but it's not. It's innocent. Um, and I've come to some rather pointed opinions on what makes a good foot, and I think shoes enhance a foot exponentially. You got a bad foot? Wear some shoes.
So how do you feel about that one Pokemon chick shoe boots?
Oh, oh my goodness. Those are. It took me a second, but when the image came to my mind, I was like, oh, right. She exists.
She does.
They're cool. I would wear those.
You would wear those.
You know, I would wear those at home where no one else could see. Oh, there's something. Honestly, I appreciate that it's different than like most Pokemon characters. Like she looks so ugly outfit wise that it's actually kind of nice.
It is an ugly outfit, which is kind of sucky because the character herself is not ugly.
Right.
She's actually kind of cute, but man.
Game Freak really woke up and said, hey, let's take the worst fashion advice we could possibly take and just run with it.
I'm very interested in what this next generation is going to turn out to be like.
I just hope it's good. That's all I want.
Yeah, hope. I can hope. It's probably not going to be, but I can hope.
I'm a simple fella. I think most of us are simple fellas. All we want is for it to be good.
I think the problem is Pokemon is just not a very... Like, the base of Pokemon, the core mechanics behind it are not that interesting.
I mean, you know, back in 1998, they were stellar.
The combat system has not aged well.
No.
Which is kind of why I'm okay with them putting in auto battle.
Wait, is that something they're doing?
Yeah. So for like...
And it's...
For wild Pokemon battles and stuff, you can just have your Pokemon out and they'll go around and fight Pokemon that are out there. And apparently you can do that for when you challenge the bad guys in their bases.
Just make it a visual novel. It's fine. There are so many auto battlers that I dislike, and there are very few that I do like, just as a game genre. But when it becomes like, oh, I don't really have to interact with the game just plays itself, I'm like, well, what's the point here? What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's a little weird. But I guess, really, I think about it, like grinding up in the older Pokemons, just running around like caves and stuff, just mashing A. Like you rearrange your moves so that your one hit kill is in the front, and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna get to a level 100 real fast, and it'll be easy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why I complain about JRPGs so much.
Just too formulaic.
Oh man, Discord is not looking good. What the heck's going on?
What do you mean?
It's just jittery. I'm trying to turn your volume up a little bit, and it's just... Alright.
Stream wise, everything looks good.
That's cool. I just need to bump you up a tad. Alright. Man, I have no idea what to make this knee guard look like from this angle.
I mean, it does look just like a rounded square. Like it looks like how like one of those, what are they? A conquistador's helmet from the top would look. This is what I'm imagining given the profile
Conquistador's
view.
helmet. I see what you're talking about. There we go. That's a little better, I think. But yeah, auto battle. I think it really just depends on how grindy the combat system is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it shouldn't be as grindy as they are.
I will say special exceptions to games like what is it? Vampire Survivor, where the entire point of the game is strategically pick your equipment so that you don't have to interact with the game. That's a fun one.
Yeah, well, there's not even like a combat system in that game.
Right. The only system is don't get hit. Move your
Yeah.
character so that your character doesn't die.
It's a reverse bullet hell.
Can you call it a reverse bullet hell if you're still in constant fear for being hit? It's just hell. It's just bullet hell for all.
I guess.
Rated E for everyone. I'm waiting for them to add the auto battler to Monster Hunter. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that would completely defeat the point, wouldn't it?
I don't know sometimes. Like I think in most games there's comes a point where you get to a certain proficiency where you're like, I don't even care about the mechanics of this anymore. I'm just here to see the numbers, man.
Yeah. It's the numbers. The numbers, the numbers, the numbers. I kinda hate that watching numbers grow mentality.
It's addicting. You just want to see the bigger number.
Yeah. You gotta have
In the J Oh, go ahead.
a game that's actually fun to play in the basic sense. For that to
True.
work, really. Which is why you end up with the auto battlers, because nobody wants to actually play the game. They just want to see the numbers get bigger.
Everybody loves a good spreadsheet simulator. We're just jaded.
I do love spreadsheets, but mostly for creatures. They got spreadsheets showing all the creatures I've made broken down by type, so I know what I need represented more of when I'm making something new.
Dang.
Yeah, spreadsheets for the type advantages and stuff. Yes.
When I retire, if I see another spreadsheet, I'm gonna actually go postal. It's not gonna be great.
Uh, so do you do spreadsheets professionally then?
I don't.
You
But
don't?
every time I have to look at one, I wanna murder myself and everyone else in the office. Um, so a little bit, not really. I don't do the spreadsheets. I get the spreadsheets.
Ah, yes. I'm looking at it from a spreadsheet hobbyist perspective.
A casual spreader.
I wouldn't put it that way.
I don't think anyone would. Hobbyist spreadsheeting implies the existence of competitive ranked spreadsheeting.